Alright, when I first sat down with the Redragon Antonium K745 Pro on live stream, it was all about throwing it straight into the deep end. Like, no gentle warm-up, no let me get used to the board real quick. This was hardcore FPS gameplay, like just pure going strong with it. High-octane server, Battlefield 6 right out the box, right? The type of test that pretty much exposes the keyboard strength and weaknesses like almost instantly. And after hours of intense firefights, the K745 Pro didn't just survive, it absolutely impressed. So unboxing the K745 Pro, the first thing you notice is how solid it feels. The chassis has that reassuring density, not the hollow, plasticky feel you sometimes get in budget boards. The colorway, a clean dual tone with crisp white and deep navy, or in some instances you'll get crisp white and deep black, and there's other versions as well that you can kind of get it, but black and navy is the kind of the two color variants that are going to be the most popular. I have the black version. Feels modern but not overly flashy. The included keycaps are double shot PBT, meaning their resistance to shine and wear, and the legends are sharp with no rough edges or a particular ink bleed that I can notice, and the texture has a nice grain that gives your fingertips a confident grip without feeling coarse. Even before powering it on, it feels like a board built for work and, in this case, play. So the unit I tested comes equipped with Redragon's in-house mechanical switches. I believe these are the Mint Mamba switches, which are really smooth, really operational, really functional. They remind me of the same switches that are used in the Wyvern Pro. Absolutely love them. And they're tuned to feel really, really close to more tactile brown switches, and they kind of have some of that silent features of the peach switches that I absolutely love that is in the old Team Pro. But you know, they have a noticeable bump, short accusation, and a sound profile that's satisfyingly muted, right? So it's great for late night gaming or particularly shared spaces. For typing, the tactility gives just enough feedback to keep you from bottoming out unnecessarily. In fast-paced shooters, that short actuation means your key presses register instantly and there's no mushiness to slow you down in particular. But the K745 Pro is a full-size keyboard, a full-size layout with a dedicated function keys, a numpad, and a clean row of media controls along the top axis there. There's no wasted space. The bezels are tight but not cramped, making it comfortable for extended use. And when I put it side by side with the Wyvern Pro, which we'll have in a later video, I'll talk about all the boards like in a later video, it kind of, they literally kind of are identical. They just have different colors, schemes, etc., etc. This one just has an updated layout as opposed, and a different and updated unique layout as opposed to the Wyvern Pro. Where did I stop here? Yeah, so function layers are pretty intuitive. The lighting controls, media playback, and macro recording are all accessible without diving into software, but you can do so to make things a little bit more easier on you as the end user. And speaking of software, the companion program is pretty lightweight and straightforward. You can remap keys, set custom macros, and save multiple lighting profiles to the onboard memory. The K745 Pro supports both wired USB-C and 2.4G wireless, with the switch on the underside for quick mode changes. In my live stream test, I ran it wireless for several hours without noticing any latency. I run most of my Redragon keyboards without on wireless without any latency. So yeah, it is what it is, right? The polling rate in wireless mode is a respectful 1000 hertz, keeping up with the M913 you guys are seeing also me use, which I had set at 1000 hertz for Battlefield. Obviously for high octane shooters I have a higher hertz rate and a higher refresh rate, and the refresh rate on this board was spectacular in keeping the responsiveness on par with most wired boards, and allowed me to keep up with people in the lobby as well. Charging is handled through a detachable USB-C cable, and the battery easily lasted through the entire live session and beyond, because I was using it earlier today, and then it's just been on most of the day, etc., etc. I believe the whole entire live stream session was about 2.5 to 3 hours, and it was just kind of putting the board through its paces. You know what I mean? Very movement heavy game modes we're playing: squad deathmatch, domination, king of the hill, etc., etc. And so it allowed me to put the board to shine in the WASD space shift department, curl department, right? Right, right. But but other than that, that's just a big plus for gamers who hate having to like plug in their boards mid match. The lighting and aesthetics, this is where Redragon continues to kind of step up their game. I tried my best to have a lower lighted setting in the background so you guys can see the lighting a little bit, if not a lot, but at least a little bit. It's this the per key RGB lighting is pretty vivid without being blinding, with a generous range of preset effects. The white keycaps diffuse the light beautifully, giving the board an even glow that looks premium, especially in a dim room like I am right now. It just looks so pretty. Everything looks good right now. But for those who prefer a cleaner setup, static colors or single zone effects also looks fantastic. And if you like flash, you got wave, ripple, and reactive modes just pretty much ready to go. Now, what about the real world gaming performance? Because that's what you're seeing in the background, and that's kind of what we're here to talk about. The in the live stream, this board got thrown into Battlefield 6, the latest and greatest Battlefield, where every millisecond is going to count. Sliding into cover, swapping weapons, pulling off precision shots, all felt instantaneous. That short actuation combined with consistent key feel meant I was thinking about the keyboard. I wasn't thinking about the keyboard, and that's the best compliment you can give any gaming peripheral, in my personal opinion. And even after long matches, there was no fatigue on my hands or wrists, except for what was already previously there. If you were in the live stream, you notice me complain about my hands and wrist joints hurting. That's because I've been like putting in a lot of like work, especially during the betas and stuff like that. Just 8 to 10 hours a day, just like grinding games and doing stuff like that. I need a break. Okay, but anyway, thanks to the low profile keycaps and the slight angle of the chassis, this helps to kind of not draw any fatigue. But the stabilizers aren't impressively quiet and impressively quiet and solid, especially on the space bar and the enter keys as well. No rattle, no wobble, you're great. So who is this keyboard particularly for? The K745 Pro isn't just for FPS players. The combination of build quality, wireless convenience, and comfortable typing just makes it feel like a great all-around workspace or workflow and gaming flow keyboard. Whether you're streaming, working from home, or grinding ranked matches, it delivers consistent performance all the way through. If you're looking for a hot swappable board with ultra custom switches out the box, this isn't aiming for that enthusiast niche. But if you want a dependable, attractive, feature-rich keyboard that you can unbox, plug in, or not plug in, and just start dominating with, as you guys see in the background and how you saw in the live stream as well, it's hard to beat at this particular price point. So my final verdict on this, man, from unboxing to the last round of the live stream, the Redragon Antonium K745 Pro just has proven itself to be more than a budget-friendly keyboard. It's a solid performer that delivers both on style and substance, offering gamers a reliable tool without the unnecessary fluff. For me, it's going to be staying on my desk for a while, and that should tell you everything you need to know. If you want to pick up one for yourself, there should be a link in the description below that will allow you to do so. Peace and blessings, Too Cracked Out, and I'll see you in the next live stream. No, don't run up behind me. Fucking love squad deathmatch, man. Favorite game mode, 100%. I always loved squad deathmatch. Back in like Battlefield 3 days and shit, squad deathmatch was my shit.